Alright, right there we have a picture of Earth. This is out of the Reader's Digest World Atlas. And I just wanted to use this as a reference. What we're going to do here is we're going to use this as a reference to all of this. So, you look it up, 71% of the Earth is covered in water. So that would look about like that. If you drew that circle in there about like that. So what we have left is 29% land. Out of that 29% of that land that's left available, it's not covered in water. You do it like this. "57% of the land is deserts, which includes the North and South Poles, ice. So you're back to 43% of that. Also, I think, oh yeah, mountains are included also in this little piece of the pie right here too. Deserts and mountains, sorry. So that adds up to 57%. And then you got 43% of that left. And that little slice right there is where all of our activity takes place. And here on this little map right here, you can see where the main population centers are on the Americas. You know, a lot of it's right up here in this area. And then you have Europe, main population, somewhere down here in Africa, India. Oh my God, can you imagine? Anyways, and then you have, you know, the China and all this over here. But you notice a lot of these countries, you still got these huge, vast areas in the middle of these continents where there's no one. We're almost all along the side there. So this is what I'm wanting to point out on this. Let me pause this just for a moment. Well, I hope this turns out where everybody can see that all right up there, that board. So what I wanted to talk about is on that little section of land that we have places like Yellowstone. Now Yellowstone, if you look this up, let's say they put out 40 million tons per year of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, CO2 and H2S gases yearly. That's just one hot spring area. Now all mountainous areas have hot springs. I looked up in Colorado, I live there, I know of two right off the bat we used to go to swim around in. I figured there was probably 10 to 15 maybe in Colorado. There, looked it up and there's 93 actually. Nevada has 300. So, you know, you have, first of all, you have all these hot springs going off, releasing all of these gases. Okay? Now you want to move down to a volcanic eruption. At any given time on the surface here, we're just talking the surface. We're not talking about the other huge section. See, we're just talking about this little green area, well, actually the green and the brown area of the Earth right now with, you know, all the gases that are coming out of that. We're not even going to discuss what's all underneath here in the ocean. So at any given time, on the surface, there's 20 volcanoes going off a day. Now, volcanic eruptions contain a lot of water in them, but they also contain carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, and also small amounts of hydrogen sulfide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen fluoride. There's even a volcano in Indonesia called Kawah Ajin. I butchered that one, but it has so much sulfur in it that the lava is blue. Okay? A typical city, like Los Angeles, puts out 10 million metric tons of CO2 gases a year. But if you start adding up all the volcanoes, all the hot springs, just on the surface area alone, far exceeds the amount of any city carbon emissions. Okay? I'm going to pause it right there. So I hope that makes sense to people what I'm getting at about the whole scare tactic about how we're causing the climate to change. I mean, yes, we're making messes in certain areas, I agree. But you look at the civilizations that were before us, and all their trash is gone, and all that's left of them was they were buried under sand, forests, and oceans. As a matter of fact, the structures underneath the oceans go down. What was there? There's a pyramid out there in the Yucatan, or that big gulf out there by the Yucatan, a mile down. I mean, they didn't drain the ocean and then build that pyramid and then raise the level back up, okay? Everyone's waiting for the ocean levels to rise. They rose a long time ago. The water levels were far lower than they are now. And all that stuff of theirs, all their trash, all these ancient other civilizations, all their trash is gone. And the environment is fine. So, just something to think about. Thanks for watching.